Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Skyrim Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Merlin the Corgi mod, which is being made by user Tate Taylor USA. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is, well, a glorious new Corgi named Merlin. And look at him, he's just so freaking cute, and I love everything about this mod. Now, this is actually being made by the same mod maker who released Gladys the Corgi, which we looked at quite a while back now, and that was a fun little mod, a neat little corgi pet dog companion that was a former merchant's dog, so it was great at finding things, carrying things for you, etc., but wasn't very good at fighting. Now, good old Merlin down here, he is purely bred to kill, but through magic. He's a literal freaking magic dog, and I love him. He is just the best. Now, to find Merlin in the world and get him as your companion, you are gonna have to go over to Morthal, and just north of there in the swamp, you'll find a summoning circle where Gladys is sitting in the middle of, surrounded by dead vigilants of Stendar. For some reason, I don't know, but it kind of worries me. Now, when you actually approach the summoning circle, Merlin materializes into existence, and then you just go and talk to him to actually make him a companion. And when you do, a scroll and a spell book will actually spawn in front of him. Now, those spells in question, the scroll here, when you use it, will actually summon Merlin to wherever you're pointing, which is quite nice if you do, say, send him home or have him wait somewhere. And the spell book right here does the same thing, but does it through a conjuration spell. And I just love that on the book it's just got Merlin written in big bloody letters, which, okay, considering it's a conjuration book, I guess Merlin's a Daedra of some form, and I'm alright with that. I am perfectly alright with that. And yeah, once you do have these two things, it's quite convenient to, you know, spawn him in somewhere if you do leave him behind, but to interact with him, it's, well, like any other companion. He's currently waiting here, so we can have him follow me. For some reason, we have two I need you to do something options, which when you select will just allow you to tell him to go somewhere, pick something up, something along those lines. Now, we also do have the ability to give him a treat because, of course, Merlin's a good boy, and you don't want to not give him a treat. And he likes apples, so you can go and do that. And then our final option here, besides, of course, the follow me, which we'll click in a second, is for us to part ways, and he will go home. Now, let's just go back to clicking follow me, and so he actually does follow us, as you would expect from follow me, and he's just such a wonderful little dog. A little bit yappy, but, you know, corgi, so that's, yeah. And I actually do love the barking in this because it's fully voiced by the mod maker's actual pet corgi named Merlin, which is pretty neat. And I guess apparently the Gladys one he made previously was also, you know, their pet, which is pretty cool. So they've got both their pets here in the game now, one for carrying things and one for killing with magic. Now, as for how good old Merlin here does kill through magic, it's actually pretty cool. Merlin becomes that element, and they can turn into either, I'll show you some video here from earlier, fire, and it's just a little fireball running around lighting things on fire, or ice, freezing them, and of course lightning, just zapping the ever-living hell out of them, and I absolutely love it. It's just a normal, beautiful little dog, but the moment something threatens you, it could turn into a ball of fire and chase something down, just igniting it, and that is magnificent. When I first saw it, I was like, what, is the dog gonna cast spells? No, it becomes the spell. Which is just so much better. And my favorite part about it, as just from one of these videos here earlier, is after coming out of that elemental haze and murdering my enemies, it usually just sits down, turns back into a normal corgi, and it's like nothing ever happened. You know, it's just a good dog defending me. And that is wonderful. So let's actually just show it off a little bit in person here. Let me spawn in a random bandit, and oh my god, he's going straight for Merlin, and Merlin is turned to ice. Beautiful. Now, the cool part, with the whole spell system, you could kind of see it there for a moment. Merlin was ice, but then started to change to fire. Merlin will alternate between those 3 states. It can even happen in the middle of combat. So Merlin could be ice, then become fire, then become electricity, all within the same fight. And it just kind of, you know, I think it might randomly be it, but the actual mod page says it turns into the magical form most effective to dispatch the enemies. But in my experience, he seems to just kind of switch between random elements, because I've seen him fight bandits with all 3. But let's give Merlin 2 more to kill, because, I mean, come on, again, it's just wonderful. Oh, he's back to ice, freezing both of them. And then, yeah, kind of turns back to the fire there for a moment. Weird, weird. But I love him. He's our just great, fun, little magical dog friend that you can now go around in the world with. And if you did actually enjoy the Gladys Corgi mod, both Corgis can join you. They actually kind of take up a different slot than usual companions, so you can be rolling around with a merchant pack mule Corgi, an elemental death Corgi, as well as a normal follower. And that is just fun. I absolutely love this whole thing. It is pretty darn cool. A little bit creepy about how you find Merlin there with the whole summoning circle thing. And even in the conversation, you have like the speech option. Did you do this? And it just barks. He just barks. So who knows? This dog may have killed 4 Vigilants of Stendar. I'm still okay with that as well. But yeah, that is really all there is for this mod. It's just a cool little elemental corgi that will destroy your enemies. And look magnificent doing it. Oh, there he goes. He went to electricity. Perfect. And yeah, so if you'd like to check out this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this one. Hopefully you have enjoyed. You come back for the next one. Until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.